A primary objective of Exercise Steadfast Jazz in Poland is making sure NATO's Rapid Reaction Force is trained and ready. Gail McCabe has more on this report.
The battle isn't real, but for these soldiers, it's close enough. The conflict is part of Exercise Steadfast Jazz. The scenario is based on acts of aggression between fictional nations. The mission: to defeat the enemy, deter the threat, defend all allies of the North Atlantic area, belongs to the NATO response force.
The NATO response force is comparable in many ways to our own quick reaction forces, but on a much larger scale. And for the first time, they include the U.S. Army.
Soldiers from the 173rd Brigade Combat Team are some of the 3,000 military from 19 NATO nations taking part in the land portion of Steadfast Jazz. All are focused on being combat ready.
This exercise, actually it's quite good. We can practice cooperation with different units, and it's quite practical. It's necessary.
Steadfast Jazz is a major military training event spread out over 7 European nations, incorporating sea, air, and land. It's the first of its kind since 2006.
This exercise to train, because we are like athletes. We have to train always to be ready for competitions.
Staff Sergeant Javier Terrazano agrees.
It's different, even though, but with the lessons learned that you learn in Korea and Afghanistan, bring it to here, you have more tools available for your use.
Steadfast Jazz is dedicated to sharpening NATO's response force, making sure it stays trained and ready in case the battle turns real. Gail McCabe, Poland.
The response force is considered the spearhead of NATO. NATO's response force includes components of land, air, and sea.